It's time for Tall Tales. Today's story is called Lana the Iguana, a Florida Christmas story by R.Kiley. The back blurb of the book says, "She was basking in the sun. Then it got very, very cold." Read Lana the Iguana. Lana the Iguana was having a good day. She was basking in the sun and moving to her favorite music. It was coming from the Tropicana Cafe right next to the tree where she hung out. She was moving and she was grooving. Lana was hippin' and she was hopping. The sun was bright and shining. All of a sudden, the temperature started to drop. 59 degrees, 57, 53, 52. "I feel sleepy," Lana said. It had fallen to 51, and in the 40s, she would go into a state called cold shock. It happened. It happened at 40 degrees to Lana. She fell out of the tree. Swish! Bong! Boing! "Oh no," Ted said. "Something hit me in the head. Look, it's a lizard." "A lizard? It's a big lizard. It's an iguana," his sister said. "I think I killed it." "Oh no," Ted moaned. "Does your head hurt?" his sister asked. "No, it just caught me off guard. I'm okay." "We can give the iguana a funeral and put it in a box. It'll be okay, Teddy. We can do this." "Let's go find a box," they said together. Ted and his sister Frida went to search for a box. It didn't take long. Behind a store at the shopping center, they found the right size box. They put Lana there, oh, so gently and sweetly. They headed back to the family car. They had been Christmas shopping with their parents. It wasn't long until their parents showed up at the car. Mom and Dad were busy putting Christmas gifts, groceries, and surprises in the trunk. They did not notice the box that the children had brought into the car. A few moments later, they had their parents' complete attention. Dad looked at them in the back seat. "Hey, what's in the box? What did you get?" Dad asked. It's a dead lizard," the children managed to say. "What? Let me see." Dad opened the box. The lizard, it wasn't dead. Lana took a defensive swipe at the father. "Hey! Ouch! Oh no!" It was just a surface scratch, but it bled a lot. Lana the iguana seemed to fly out of the box. She started whipping her tail in all directions. She was stunned and scared. Rolls of Christmas wrapping paper got shredded, and gifts bounced all over the back seat. What a mess. Mom was screaming, "Get that thing out of here!" While things were flying, Mom, Dad, and the kids jumped out of the car and closed the door very quickly. Mom said, "I heard about just this thing happening. It was on the news the other night. The newscaster said that if one of those cold-shocked iguanas should fall out of a tree, don't touch it. When the temperature rises again, the iguana will be very, very much alive and could be dangerous." "Well," Ted said, "I thought I'd killed it. We wanted to give it a proper burial." "Uh-huh. You see how that went," Father sighed. "Hey, Mother, I need a Band-Aid here. Do you have one in your purse? And maybe some antibiotic cream?" "I do, but it's in the glove box of the car." "I am not going back in the car. That iguana crawled right under my seat. Here, wrap this napkin around the tiny scratch," she smiled. "Thanks," Dad said, and added, "I listened to that same news report. It said iguanas don't bite people unless they feel threatened. They don't eat meat either. Maybe we could bribe her out with a little lettuce or a whole salad. Mom said, I like that idea. We could set the salad out, open the door carefully, and then run for it. We could hope she comes out on her own. It was decided. Mom would walk over to the snaky, shaky food market to get a salad. Tick, tick, tick went the clock. Dad got impatient. It was taking way too long. There must have been a long line, Frida piped up. Dad said, I'm going to try to put that iguana out, to pull her out. I see her tail sticking out from under the seat, at least a few inches of it, Ted said. Hand me a coat. I'll wrap it around my arm and give it a whirl, Dad said. He wrapped Ted's coat around his arm to protect himself. Dad opened the door and grabbed Lana the iguana by the tail. No luck. She won't come out. She wasn't that big. Ah, I remember now. Iguanas have another defense method. They puff themselves up to look bigger. She is wedged under there tight. Oh, I'll just wait for your mother, Dad said as he quickly closed the door. Here she comes now, Frida noticed. Mom has way more than just a salad, Ted exclaimed. What you got there, Mother? Dad asked. Since we don't know how long it will take to bribe an iguana out of the car, I brought us some chicken dinners. We can sit on the curb and eat them until the iguana comes out, if she ever comes out. Just trying to look out for all of us. Sounds good to me. Me too. The children helped Mom unwrap the salad. They carefully placed it in front of the passenger door. They were all watching very closely as Dad opened the door. Then they all fled to the curb when they could watch while they ate their dinner and waited to see if and when the iguana would crawl from under the front seat all on its own. They ate one chicken leg. No iguana. They ate 2 chicken legs. No iguana. They didn't hear a rustle or a peep. They started munching on their fries and sipping on their soda. Suddenly, they heard a chomp, 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 chomp. The iguana was out of the car and eating that salad. All right, they all cheered. The next time they looked up from their meal, the iguana had walked away. The family quickly jumped back into the car. The day was saved. Only Dad got a scratch, a little one. The Christmas wrap had to be replaced, but the gifts were all fine. The end. Merry Christmas from Lana the Iguana, a Florida Christmas story.